everyone, this is Vinita and welcome to Hopeful Turns. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you the pattern for this crochet granny drawstring bag. Now this is a beginner friendly pattern and it works up really quickly. Now if you see the bag here, it's quite spacious inside. So if you see, this is how big and spacious it is. So this is how the bag is. It is made in two parts. So first we will be making the base circle with the granny circle, and then with the granny stripes we will be making the remaining part of it. Now if you want, you can make the bag even bigger. So you just have to add the rounds and you can make a really big bag for this. Alright. Now as I said, it is a beginner friendly pattern. It just uses double crochets and chain stitches. So if you are a beginner, you can definitely give this pattern a try. Now we'll see the supplies and then we'll head over to the pattern. So for this bag here, I have used 100% acrylic yarn. This is a medium 4 weight or a worsted weight acrylic yarn. Now I have used two different colors, but if you want, you can make this completely in one color or more than one. It's all up to you. I think this bag will look really beautiful and colorful if you use rainbow colors. It will really pop up. And with regard to the hook, here I have used a size G or a 4mm crochet hook. The recommended hook size for this yarn was 5mm, but I used a smaller hook size because I wanted the stitches to be really tight. So if you see here, this bag can stand on its own. It will not flop over. It can hold its shape. So if you see, it's able to stand by its own. So I just wanted the stitches to be really tight and stiff. That's why I had used a smaller hook size. Now you can use any weight yarn, but I would say use a smaller hook size than the recommended one. Apart from that, you would require a pair of scissors and a yarn needle. Now I have put some wooden beads here. Now this is completely optional, so if you want, you can add some beads. It would look nice. So these are the supplies that you would require. Now if you are ready, we can get started. So we'll start our pattern, and for that I'm going to start with a slip knot. So make your slip knot first and then put 5 chain stitch. Okay, so chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so here I've got my 5 chain stitch. Next I'm going to slip stitch into the very first chain stitch. So into your first chain stitch, make a slip stitch. So this will create a small circle and we'll be working into the center of the circle. Now instead of this, you can even start with magic circle. That's also totally fine. We'll start round 1, and for round 1 we are going to start with 3 chain stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. Now this chain 3 here will be treated as a double crochet. So this is our first double crochet. Next we are going to make a double crochet into the center of the circle. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. You have to yarn over, pull to the first 2, yarn over, pull to the next 2. So here we have made 1 double crochet, and this chain 3 here is treated as a double crochet. So in total we have now 2 double crochets. Once this is done, make chain 1, and we are going to repeat this 5 more times. So you have to make 2 double crochet and chain 1. So we do that. So I'm going to make 2 double crochet next, 1, and into the same circle make another one. Okay, so our second set is ready. We have put 2 double crochet, after that chain 1, and I'll repeat it till I have a total of 6 sets of 2 double crochet. So this here is my next set. So here I've put 2 double crochet, after that chain 1, again 2 double crochet, 1, 2. Okay, so another set of 2 double crochet, chain 1. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets. I'll have to make 2 more sets. So again put 2 double crochet and chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 1 last set, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. Okay, and then chain 1. So now I have a total of 6 sets of 2 double crochet. You can see 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I have 6 sets of 2 double crochet and 6 chain 1 spaces. Now in order to finish round 1, I'm going to slip stitch into the third chain of my chain 3. So into your third chain, just slip stitch to join. So this is the end of round 1. We will move on to round 2. So for round 2, we will be starting in the chain 1 space. Now if you are planning to change colors every row, you can cut your yarn here and directly attach your new color in this chain 1 space. Now if you see, we are on top of the first double crochet. In order to reach our chain space, we will make a double crochet, a slip stitch into the top, on top of the next double crochet, and we'll put one more slip stitch so that we reach the chain 1 space like this. Okay, so now we are at the chain 1 space and we'll start round 2. So as I said, if you want to change color, just attach the new color here in this chain 1 space and we can start round 2. Round through 2, we are going to start with 3 chain stitch, and then we'll put 2 double crochet in this chain 1 space. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 double crochet. This is one, and in the same chain 1 space another one. So this chain 3 we are going to treat as a double crochet. So in the chain 1 space we have 3 double crochet. So we have a cluster of 3 double crochet in the chain 1 space. Once this cluster is made, make chain 1, and then you can repeat the same pattern for this round. So in every chain 1 space you have to put a cluster of 3 double crochet. So after a cluster is made, you always have to put chain 1, come to your next chain 1 space, again make 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so the second cluster of 3 double crochet is made. Once that is done, again make a chain 1, come to your next chain 1 space and again put 3 double crochet. Like that you can just go ahead and repeat this pattern. So I'll just finish making clusters of 3 double crochet and then after that make chain 1. So I'll just finish this and meet you at the end of this round. So here I'm at the end of round 2. I have got 6 clusters of 3 double crochet separated by chain 1. So you can see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here I've got 6 clusters and this is my last cluster, and after that also I've put chain 1. Now in order to finish off this round, I'm going to slip stitch into the third chain of my chain 3. So that will finish round 2. So that is the end of round 2. Now at this point, if you feel that your circle is not laying flat and it's folding up, you can increase your hook size. For me it's fine, so I'm just continuing with the same hook size. Okay, now we'll start round 3, and round 3 again we are going to start in the next chain 1 space. Okay, so we'll always start in the chain 1 spaces. So if you are changing color, cut your yarn here and attach your new color here. Now in order to reach our chain 1 space, we will have to put slip stitch in these 2 double crochet as well as in the chain 1 space. So I'm going to put a double crochet on top of the a slip stitch on top of the second double crochet, one more slip stitch and then one more slip stitch in the chain 1 space. Okay, so here I have reached my chain 1 space and we'll start round 3. So we are starting with chain 3, which is treated as a double crochet, and I'm going to put 2 more double crochet in the chain 1 space, 1 and 2. Okay, so here I've got 1 cluster. After that make chain 1, and I'm going to make 1 more cluster in the same chain 1 space. So into the same chain 1 space I'm going to put 3 more double crochet. So in this round we are going to put 2 clusters in 1 chain 1 space. Okay, and whenever you make a cluster, you have to finish it off with a chain 1. So once a cluster is made, make chain 1, come to your next chain 1 space. Here again we are putting 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. So 2 clusters are going there. So you can do that. Make 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. So we have made 1 cluster. We have to put 2 cluster, but once you finish a cluster, make 1 chain stitch and in the same space make another cluster. So I'm going to put 3 more double crochet in the same chain 1 space. So in this round, this is the pattern that we'll be following. In every chain 1 space, we will be making a cluster, chain 1 and a cluster. So in a cluster, you have to put 3 double crochet then you put chain 1 and then 3 double crochet. And once a cluster is made, you always have to finish it off with a chain 1. Okay, so come to the next chain 1 space. Again, you make 3 double crochet, chain 1 and 3 double crochet. Like that, you can just complete this pattern, and I'll join you at the end of this round. So here I'm at the end of round 3. And once you finish round 3, you will have 12 clusters separated by 12 chain stitch. Okay, so this was my very last cluster. After that, I had put chain 1. Now, in order to finish off this round, I'm going and slip stitching into the third chain of the chain 3. Okay, so that will finish round 3. We'll start round 4. And round 4 again is going to be started in the chain 1 space. Okay, so we have to start in a chain 1 space. So I'm going to put 2 more slip stitch on the double crochets. Here this is 1. In the next double crochet also I'm going to put another slip stitch and 1 slip stitch in the chain 1 space. Okay, so we are ready to start our round 4. So round 4 again we are going to start with 3 chain stitch, 1, 2, 3, and then put 2 more double crochet in the chain 1 space. This is 1 and this is 2, like this. So here we have got a cluster of 3 double crochet. Once this is made, make chain 1, come to the next chain 1 space and again make 3 double crochets. So that is the pattern for this round. You're going to put just 1 cluster or just 3 double crochet in chain 1 space. Once a cluster is made, again make a chain 1, find the next chain 1 space and make 3 double crochet. So you can continue this pattern making 3 double crochet in every chain 1 space. And do not forget to put 1 chain 1 once you finish a cluster. Okay, so this is my cluster. After that I'm going to chain 1 and find the next chain 1 space and again put a cluster or 3 double crochet. So I'll just complete this and I'll join you at the end of this round. So here I'm at the end of round 4, and once you finish your round 4 you should have a total of 12 clusters of 3 double crochet and 12 chain 1 space. Okay, so this was my very last cluster. I have already put in my chain 1. I'll just slip stitch into the third chain of my chain 3. Okay, so with that round 4 is completely done. Now this is the end of the base, and now we'll move on to the second part where we are going to make it like into a bag. So we're going to fold this up. So from here, that is from round 5 all the way up to, I think I'll go up to 17 or 18. I'm not quite sure how tall it will become. So I'll tell you exactly how many rounds I have made, but maybe from round 5 all the way say round 15, you're just going to repeat the same pattern. You will be making 1 cluster in every chain 1 space. That's it, nothing much. You're just putting 1 cluster, and every round you will be starting in the chain 1 space from here. So in order to reach the chain 1 space, put 2 slip stitches, 1 and 2 on top of the double crochets, then make a slip stitch in the chain 1 space. All right, like this. So from here we are starting the rounds. So start with 3 chain stitch, 1, 2, 3. This will be treated as a double crochet. Then make 2 more double crochet, 1, and in the same space another 1. So here we have 3 double crochet, that is 1 cluster. Once a cluster is made, you have to make a chain 1, find the next chain 1 space and again make a cluster. So again put 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and put 1 more, 3. All right, so here we have another cluster. Once this cluster is made, again put a chain 1, go to the next chain 1 space and again make a cluster. So this is the pattern that we will be following. So every time you make a cluster, you have to put chain 1 and then follow the pattern. So I'll just repeat this for a few more rounds and then show you how this looks. This will start to fold up. It might take maybe 1 or 2 rounds to see the actual folding, but it will fold up. So just continue to make rounds of 3 double crochet in every chain 1 space, and don't forget the chain 1. So once this round is made, slip stitch into the third chain of your chain 3, and for the next round again put 2 slip stitches and slip stitch in the chain 1 space, and again make 3 double crochet and chain 1. So I'll just continue this and then show you how this looks. So here I have completed a few more rounds of the 3 double crochet cluster. I just wanted to show you how to change the color. So you can use this to change the color at any round. So this was my very last cluster, and I had also put a chain 1. Now any row, any round, this is how you'll finish it off. So you'll have a chain 3, you go there and slip stitch to join. So that will end the row there. Alright, so this finishes the round. You can just cut your yarn here and just take it out like this. Okay, now use the next color yarn. You can use any method to join. It's not necessary that you have to join here if you're using the next color. You can join at any place, but I'll just join here. What I like to do is I like to make a small knot so that it is a bit more secure, but it's not necessary. You can directly slip stitch in order to join, but I prefer this way. I'll first make a knot and then I will slip stitch. Okay, so once you do that, you can slip stitch to attach your yarn and then chain 3. 1, 2, 1, 2 and 3. So this is our chain 3, and then you make 2 more double crochet, 1 and 2. So this is your first cluster. Then chain 1 and again put a cluster, and you can repeat the same pattern. So I'll just add a few more rounds with the double crochet cluster, and then we will see how to do the last round. So I just wanted to show you how to change the color. All right, so here I have completed my round till round 15, and this is how this looks. It will stand straight also. Okay, so this is able to hold its shape nicely, the base. And I'm just going to stop it here. Now if you want a much taller pouch, you can just go on adding the rounds. So this is my last round here. I'm just going to stop it, but before that I'm just going to add a small scalloped border to it. So what I'll do is I'll slip stitch into the third chain of my chain 3, and again I'm going to this time I'm going to make a single crochet into the second double crochet. Okay, so I have made a single crochet in this chain 1 space here. I'm going to put 6 double crochets. Okay, so I'm going to make 6 double crochet in the chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and one more 6. So I have put 6 double crochet in the chain 1 space. Next what I'll do is into the second double crochet of this cluster I'm going to make a single crochet. So this is my second double crochet here. There I'm going to make a single crochet, so it will make a scallop border, and I'll just repeat this. So what I'll do is in every chain 1 space here I'll put 6 double crochet, and then into the second double crochet I'll make a single crochet. So that will complete this scallop border. So I'll just finish this round. So you make 6 double crochet, then a single crochet into the middle double crochets. Okay, so here I have finished the scalloped round. So this is how this looks, and in the very last stitch I had made the slip stitch. That is the single crochet that we had started. There I had slip stitched that and cut my yarn here. Now what I'll do is I will take my white color yarn. If you want, you can just continue with the same yarn. I'm just going to highlight this border a bit. So what I'll do is I'll join it into any stitch here. So you can knot this down or just slip stitch it and chain 1. Next what I'm going to do is in every stitch I'm going to make a single crochet. It's just to highlight the border, nothing much. So on top of every stitch I'm just going to put a single crochet. That's it. So that will just kind of highlight the scallop border. It's totally optional. If you want, you can put it or just avoid it. So just make 1 round of single crochet like this on all the stitches. All right, so here I have completed 1 full round of single crochet and our bag is ready. Okay, now for the drawstring here I have made a small cord. I have a separate tutorial on how to make this cord. It's a very simple technique to make this cord. If you want, you can check out the link that is coming up here. It has a detailed tutorial on how to make this cord. You can make it in 2 colors also. And I'm going to pass this. So this is the scallop border, just 1 row below it. I'm going to pass my cord, and I also have attached 3 beads and just knotted this down, but that's all optional. It's all optional, so if you want, you can do that. And then I'm just going to pass this along the second last row here through the gaps that is there. Now if you want, you can even make a long chain stitch and make a row of single crochet. That's also up to you. Whatever you feel convenient, you can do that. You can even add a ribbon if that's what you want. Anyway, I'll just pass it around and then show you. So here I have passed the cord around and our bag is ready. Okay, so yeah, that was the tutorial on how to do this drawstring bag. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed making it. Now if you have made it, please do tag me. I'll leave all my social media handle links, my Instagram, Facebook, all in the description box. So if you're making it, please do tag me. And if you're looking for other crochet bag tutorials, I do have a few on my channel. So I'll put all of that in a playlist and you can check that up if you're interested. So yeah, that's all for today's tutorial. See you in another video. Until then, bye bye. Thank you for watching.